Hey friends, Mike Mooney here. Hope you're doing well and welcome back. I am so excited to tell you about a new program I'm launching, and it's called the Q4 Rev Up. That's right, the Q4 Rev Up. I mean, it's hard to believe that we're in Q4, and I believe we all could use a little bit of a rev up these days, right? And the idea behind this program is to help you and your teams and your customers get a little more inspired, get a little more motivated, feel a little more empowered, and more importantly, be equipped with actionable ideas and strategies that are going to help move us from fear to focus, from anxiousness to action, and from inertia to impact. Sound good? So here's the idea. I have 3 30-minute drop-ins where you can bring me in to talk with your team or your customers or a combination thereof. And I have 3 different topics that we go through. The first one is called MindShift. And you know, the best drivers in the world know when, how, and where to shift on the racetrack in order to keep the car in the race. But not only the car, what's happening in the helmet, their mindset, the mind shift to understand the power of emotion and control. So we're going to talk about how those pieces can actually help us as organizations and individuals move from fear to focus and keep us going forward. The second one is called, what's your hood pin? That's right. You've probably heard me talk about this one before. What's your hood pin? In fact, here's one right here. The story goes of a Hall of Fame crew chief that used the concept and the idea and the visual of this hood pin as a way to focus on 1% daily improvement, not just 100% effort, but the power of 1% daily improvement. So how can we as teams and leaders and individuals continue to find that 1% daily improvement is going to keep us competitive in times of uncertainty, when we're not sure what's happening in the race, sort of like where we are right now. The last talk in this is called restrictor plate life. Restrictor plate life. See, our human potential is often restricted by our self-talk, our habits, our rituals, much like what a restrictor plate does to an engine, where when it's placed on that engine, it reduces the horsepower by nearly 50%. But you know what happens to that engine when that restrictor plate's removed? It goes right back up to making the horsepower that it was designed to make. How are we any different than those engines? When we have restrictor plates in our lives, it's restricting our potential, our human potential, as individuals and leaders and teams. So let's go ahead and talk about how we can identify and remove those restrictor plates. So those are the 3 30-minute programs that I'm offering up. Now, the last one is a 60-minute program. It's called the MindShift Experience. I've come together with Adobe Road Wineries that has an amazing red wine called Shift. And I'm pairing that up with my book, Reputation Shift, to put together a very intentionally designed virtual wine tasting where you would be the host and you would be able to invite in team members or customers to create an experience, to build relationships, to build trust and connection at a time when we need that desperately. And during this experience, your guests will get a prepackaged bottle of Shift wine with my book. And then in the experience, you'll have the opportunity to hear from the winemaker himself, talk about the stories and the backstory of this amazing award-winning wine. And then I'll have an opportunity to share some motivating and inspiring and empowering stories about leadership and mindset, and to have people take away some actions from this type of event. So again, 4 different ways to engage, 4 different ways to rev up in Q4, 4 different ways for us to be driving forward together. Friends, I want to help you. I want to help you. So are you ready to rev up in Q4? Are we ready for this? Okay. So you can hit me on my email, mike@mikemooney.com, mike@mikemooney.com. Let's connect. Let's make shift happen. And as always, keep digging.